I'll record this. So our question is, are your customers getting the doTERRA Essentials book in their enrollment kit? Okay, so they're getting the product guide. Do you know what kit they got? So they're not, remember that Essentials book? It used to come with all the new kits when they revamped them 2 years ago in the new purple recycled package. Okay, yeah. And then when they revamped the kits this past November. So that was the book from 2 years ago or last year. My years are getting foggy. When they made the new beautifully packaged purple box pre-made kits. So when someone enrolled, they got that book that Precious just held up. But now when they revamped the kits this past November, from what I understood in the video, they're not giving the whole book. They're giving a specific handout on how to use the oils and products in that specific kit. The only one I wasn't sure about is the Healthy Essentials, that brand new one, the Essential 10 oils. I'm not sure if they have made that package, the custom package with a handout for that set. But I know they're gonna do that soon if they haven't already. Britt just showed a book that her customer got with a paid membership. So if they just enrolled with $35 membership, they're getting the product guide. Let me show you this. The book that Britt just showed, I order this in bulk now, although I haven't been using it because I haven't been seeing people, but this is the product guide. And when I first got into doTERRA, like I didn't get I got a starter kit. While I was waiting for my kit, Noelle, I saw her in person, she gave me a product guide. And me as a customer, I went through every single page, and this is how I made my wish list to plan out my LRP orders. And so I bought this in bulk because now when I do classes or when I see my customers, I'll give them this as a gift so that they have it, because it's not, they made it a little smaller, which is nice, but it used to be big and it's kind of expensive to ship things, especially books, right? And so I buy it in bulk and then I give it to people in person. So if you guys want to do something like this is a really great gift. It's kind of cool because I've made customer connections with my doTERRA customers. I don't know if Heather's on this call. Heather just came over to my house. Well, no contact, but she came over last week and her daughter gave my daughters a baby doll that she grew out of. And so, and she's I just know her from being my doTERRA customer. And so you're creating all these relationships, right, with your doTERRA customers. I have another one who owns a store in Chinatown, like this little shop, and they make cookies and all kinds of things. And so she's going to bring cookies for me in next week. And so this is a really good thing to have on the side. Just thanks. Nice to see you. This new product guide came in, so I wanted to give this to you. So this, maybe a little gift, whatever you guys want to be giving your customers when you meet up with them. But I think I'm that style where I'm like, whenever you come somewhere, like you got to give someone, or you got to bring a dish, right? You got to bring something to share, or you have to bring a little gift, or bring them some flowers from your yard, or I give mountain apples from my tree. And I think something like this is a really great gift to be giving. Yeah, awesome. I think I buy it in packs of 25, but I believe you can choose the quantity. They have like different selections. So when you do, the Empowered Success Guides, I buy them in packs of 10 or 20 or 25, something like that. They're bulked. So in your shop, doTERRA.com, the actual shop, look through the business stuff that is available to you guys. Yeah, awesome. So when I bring on a new builder, did we choose what we want to talk about today? I love to hear about onboarding new customers. How do you track conversations? Okay. So we'll do finding builders, onboarding builders, and onboarding new customers for today's call. Okay. But when I onboard new builders, I will send them a snail mail I think everyone loves to get something in the mail, right? And so I will buy the Empowered Success Guides in bulk. I'm gonna show you this. Live Guide, Share Guide, Build Guide, Launch Guide. There's something about having printed material in front of you when you're, going through your business. These are not mine, this is a new set, but my personal guides are so bust up because I've been using them over and over and over, right? I did have to get a new Build Guide and a new Live and Share because they did update it, but I kept my old Launch Guide as just like a memory of what I did to launch my business because they've updated it since then. Okay, and so the reason why I include this in my new builder packet and send them a snail mail, a handwritten note, is that I wanted to give them tools to support their business, not just like a gift, And so when people start to hit ranks, then I'll give them a gift. But this, I think, is a great way to start someone off, a new builder off, because this is something that is printed, they can use in front of them, and they'll use, oh, hi Kai, they'll use over and over, time and time again. I've tried a few different things in this. So when you go to doTERRA's Empowered Success section, you can click on the menu to tools. And there's different printouts per rank, per guide, per rank. Not everyone sees it. So there are a couple that I print and I'll put in these guides that I think are essential. So in the Share Guide, I'll print a class planner and a memory jogger. And I'll put that in the Share Guide. I used to print all kinds of things. At the end of the day, don't overwhelm them. And 2, just give them a couple things that will really support the launch of their business. And then in the Launch Guide, I'll also include 1 success check-in. Oops, sorry, people in the waiting room. Gosh, I'm so sorry. Let me just give somebody a co-host so that you can help me. Kristen, you're right there on my screen. Can you help me admit people if anyone else hops in? Thank you. I wish we could turn this waiting room off, but I know they're just trying to do it for security reasons. Success check-in. Then I'll do the rank planner for Premier through Silver. Premier Silver. That way they can see what it looks like. And then I'll do the Power of 3. So I'll print those 5 handouts and then I'll put them in there. Then I handwrite them a thank you note for joining my team. And I'll include my website, gojobsociety.com/buildersandSharers with the password I am golden, and that way they have access to that entire training page on my website. Okay, so let's talk about finding builders. Has anyone, I'm opening the floor. So who has recently found a builder? Wait, Precious, you have lashes too. Yes, you guys are giving me life right now. Can't wait to get lashes. I love it. Okay. Who has recently brought on a builder? Have you been looking for a while? Or, is it coming natural to you? And what is your story? A little bit of advice to others. Or are you someone who naturally brings on a lot of builders? And what are you doing to do that? What is a hint to Kareen? You want Kareen to share? Awesome. If you can, I know you have Kai with you. Oh, she's talking to her husband. Okay, there she is.
No, I'm talking to Alexa. But so yeah, me and Britt were just talking about this. I mean, we're just laughing about it because Britt is always like, oh my God, what is your system? Like, how do you find your builders? How do you onboard them? How do you do this? And I'm like, honestly, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. But I mean, I guess it's just kind of having the conversation. So I'm currently in the process of helping 2 customers upgrade their accounts to a wellness advocate, and I feel like every time I find someone that wants to do the business, I get like kind of really excited. So I feel like I kind of overwhelm them sometimes. So now I'm trying to find, you know, that system where I can actually tell people exactly what I do. So, but I mean, to find them in the first place, it's just to have the conversations about the business in the first place. Like, I mean, I know that they're already customers, so I always try and connect with them every month and ask them, what oils have you been using? What oils have you been loving? What oil do you have that you don't use? And maybe I can help you figure that out. Um, and just let them know that I'm there for them. And then these past um, conversations that I had was just another one just mentioned like, oh, you know, I've been laid off from work because of this whole pandemic, and I don't want to go back to work. Like I'm really close with her, so she was just sharing that I don't want to go back to work. I don't want to. I really enjoyed being home with my kids and having the time off and not having to go in and not, you know, have bedtime with them or not go to the beach with them when my family goes to the beach. And I just kind of mentioned to her like, oh, I mean, you know, doTERRA does have a business opportunity if you would like to hear, if you're interested or would like to hear more about it. And she was like, oh yeah, I mean, I've been thinking about it for a while, but I just don't know. I'm just not, oh, this was her exact word. She said, I don't know um, if I would be a good seller because I don't have a strong social media account. I don't have a lot of followers. So, you know, she explained to me and from there, and then I just kind of like helped her work through that. And I told her, I mean, you know, it's totally up to you. You can come to a business overview or I can send you a recording and then I can touch base with you after that. And then, you know, first of all, when you do that, send the video or remind them to come to the biz overview. Like, don't just be like, oh, she said she was interested, but I don't know, I'm not sure. So maybe I won't send it yet until I think she's interested or until she asks me again. So you just kind of have to take that initiative. So I sent her the video, and then it's also important to follow up with them. Um, me and Britt were also laughing because I was like, oh, I kind of noticed that I follow up with them kind of a lot, like once a week or like every week and a half, because I kind of want to keep that idea fresh in their mind and not let it fall through the cracks because we are busy. We do forget. And, you know, if we are shy in the first place, we're not going to like go after someone and be like, oh, hey, you forgot to send me the video. Like, you're just kind of going to wait and see if they follow through on what they were going to say as well. So just following up, I feel like is important. And then the other conversation I had was someone was talking about their LRP, and they were like, oh, maybe like jokingly, she was like, oh, maybe I should become a distributor um since I'm going to be ordering every month. And then I was like, oh yeah, you should, you know. And I kind of explained to her the benefits of, you know, becoming a wellness advocate. And I was like, I'll send you a business overview recording and you can kind of see from there. And then you know, she was kind of like, you know, unsure, but then I just kind of just kept asking her and going through what she wanted to learn and wanted to know. And then she was like, oh, I think I want to do it. And then, you know, it's just kind of picking people's brains on what they're into and what things that they're going through. Like how one of them was like, oh, I really want to stay home with my kids, or another one was like jokingly just talking about doing the business. And it's like, you just have to take these conversations and just kind of plant seeds. And you know, maybe they're not going to launch their business this month, but maybe in a couple months, and they know that they have that option. Okay, I'm done.
Thanks, Kareen. Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. Anybody have any questions? What are your questions on how to find builders? That way, you know, as we keep talking, I can make sure these questions get answered. Anybody else have anything to share on how they find builders? I see Kristen, your hand moved, so I figured you're trying to unmute. You don't
No,
have
I
to.
was checking the participants, but no, I had a hard time finding builders for a while too. Like I didn't get mines, of until like, was it last month or the month before? And same like Corrine, it was well, one, she's here. Oh, she did it without even like I mean we had no conversation about it, and she just, hey, I think I'm gonna do the business and upgrade it. I was like, what? I'm like telling Ash, okay, wait, what do I do now? And then I had another one who was a customer, and she had was already sharing with like her whole family, and she's killing it in enrollments this month because of that. So it was like it's kind of like Shauna, like she already had so many people she was sharing with, and now I told her that's great, get them to enroll, and so she's doing awesome. And then I have two that were with me from the beginning, and they're getting kicked off right now. And so it's like Kareen. I mean, well, I don't get two every month like Kareen, but mine's kind of fell like into me, but it also came with like the customer support and following up, a lot of following up. And then I do have a few more that have been customers for a long time that now I think because of everyone staying home too, they're like, hey, what is the business like? Like, what is the opportunity? And I was like, oh, awesome. I'm going to have more builders soon. And I think a lot of people just don't know what exactly is involved in the business. And I think some of them are scared to kind of just jump into an MLM thing. And so I feel like if you break it down for them and let them know it's pretty easy, and you don't have to be a seller, because I wasn't, that's what I said. I was like, I'm not a good seller. But it's basically sharing how you're using it for yourself, and it's that easy. And so I think just kind of like how Kareem said, following up with your customers and then being in touch and letting them know, it's like, yeah, then they're like, hey, I can do this too. If all she's doing is sharing and teaching, then they're like, what else? Like, how do you get started in the business? And then you go from there with your conversations.
Awesome. Thank you. So let me ask you guys a couple questions that you can type in the chat. What made you start the business? What was the conversation like with your wellness advocate? Did they reach out to you? Did you reach out to them? What kind of things were they saying to you? I do want to share, I've been doing this business for 3.5 years, and I've gone through all the ups and downs with builders, all of the ups and downs. Especially in the very beginning of this business, I had someone say yes. And then, we scheduled all her classes. I even made a special flight home because my family went on vacation. And I was going to fly home early just by myself so I could teach her first class. And it just all didn't work out. I've bent over backwards for people who said yes to me. And then all of a sudden it's like, no. I've gone through all the things. And I think some of the best advice that I can give you guys is to not let the no's or the builders that don't work out to your expectation stop you from keep going, from keeping from continuing. Because I promise you will find your people. And I think, we're doing all the mindset work. We are. And that mindset work includes when people that you reach out to as customers say no, or when your expectations of customers or people who you think are going to enroll with you, it doesn't work out how you expected, right? It's going to be the same with builders. What are your expectations of them? And can you be flexible? And can you remember the reason why you're here? And that, not that they don't matter, but none of that matters or can affect the reason why you're here, and can affect you from going on in your business, doing the work that you're intending to do. Okay. I also just want to say that the energy that you put into finding customers, right? We talk about this all the time too, right? If you're reaching out to them and you're trying to get them to enroll out of desperation, that might not end up being your top customer. And it's going to be like that with builders. If you're reaching out to builders because you're desperate to find builders, or yeah, I mean, I think that's the best example, then you might in turn find that that ends up not being the best builder for you. I can't keep up with the chat. I'm not going to look because I'm going to get distracted of what I'm trying to say. However, finding builders can be so natural, but also very strategic. You want to have a list of prospects that you want to reach out to and do this business with. But I think the first thing that you want to do is write out what kind of people you want in your business. Not just committed and capable. The details of that. Yes, we want committed and capable. What does committed and capable mean to you? What does that look like? Right? So envisioning, what does that look like? What does that feel like? What is it? You know, what kind of person are they? Good-hearted, generous, kind. They're here in doTERRA for the right reasons. They're committed and capable. They do what they're going to say. They respond to me within 24 hours, but I also respond to them within 24 hours, or whatever the expectations that you want to have. You actually need to write it out and put it out there. A good practice is also doing the same thing for customers. What kind of customers do you want in your team? I want people who are into natural solutions, who want to learn from someone, who appreciates the support that I give, right? Okay, so putting that out there, envisioning what kind of builder, leader, sharers you want on your team. When you have that running list, like your hundreds list, you have an extra column for these people I want to build with, or you have a separate list of builder prospects. People that uphold to those standards, or you notice that you get along with really well. I think that's a big one. You get along with someone really well, and you're looking for little cues of like, oh my gosh, that girl, she just got an award in her job. I want to reach out to her. Or that girl, I noticed that she's a stay-at-home mom. I don't want to assume, but maybe she could use some extra income, right? You're keeping a lookout for people that you want to join on your team, that you want to join your team, or that you think this could be a good opportunity for them. So people that you want on your team, or people that you think they could benefit from this opportunity. They just don't know about it yet, or they're scared to reach out to you, okay? The other side, so you want to have a list, but another side to have is your customers. And when you have the goal of enrolling 2 or more people a month, I think 2 is a really good, consistent number to aim for. I want to enroll at least 2 people every single month. Consistency is so important in your business. I cannot stress this enough, okay? Or maybe you're enrolling 5 people a month or 10 people a month, whatever your goal is. The more people that you enroll into your team of customers, the higher chance that you have of some of them turning into builders. By experience, I'm a top enroller in this company. How many of you on this call is my builder? A lot of you. Say, oh, Kristen, what? You are my builder. What do you mean? Kristen. Because you guys were all my customers, right? And I think something that either happened between us was, I like you. Do you want to build this business with me? I'm pretty sure I said that to some of you. Others of you, I kept talking about my business, right? And then you're like, hey, you know, Ashley, I've been a customer. I think I want to do this business. Or maybe it's, you know, I saw that you were doing an LRP order. And so there's no difference in now, do you want to do this business? Because you're already placing a monthly order that qualifies you for commissions. So when I see customers that are doing that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you're such a good customer, and I build this connection with them, I'm messaging them all the time, or they're not doing LRP, but they're messaging me all the time, I feel like that's an opportunity for me to be like, hey, by the way, did you know doTERRA has a business side? I'm having a business overview. Do you want to come to my next one? Right? So your customers. So if they're doing an LRP order every month of 125 PV, they're getting their free oil, they're getting reward points, they're qualifying for commissions. The only difference would be, do you want to commit to doing this business as a sharer or a builder? And all you need to do is upgrade your account. Okay, the best people to do this business are those who are taking advantage of all parts of their membership. Because all you guys are gonna do is now share what you are benefiting from with others. Easy peasy. Okay, no, sorry, I meant like how many of you are a builder from me or enrolled to me or whatever. And so that's what I wanted to show you. If you're enrolling people, your chances of your customers turning into builders are higher. But also have that list of prospects and make sure that you're reaching out to them, inviting them to basic classes, but you can also invite them to business overviews. 2 different ways to find builders. Otherwise, it's mindset. I have a doTERRA business. I am looking for people to join me. I have a doTERRA business. I am looking for people to join me. I have an opportunity for you. How confident are you in that? If you're telling me you're not confident, then I would say, what personal development are you doing? No, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't feel like I should ask people to do this business with me because I don't know how to help them. Okay. What personal development are you doing? But also, you guys, what personal development are you doing? You guys are so funny. But also, wait, what was I gonna say? See what I mean? It's fine. I shouldn't have looked at the chat. I should have looked at it after. What personal development are you doing? Gosh, I'm drawing a blank. What is happening? What was I saying? What was I trying to lead to? Anyways, hopefully that comes up. So finding builders, it's okay. Finding builders. Anybody have any other questions with finding builders? Because Britt has a question with, now how do we get them to commit? You're getting people to hear you out and they want to learn, but then they don't want to do the business after all. And the reason is time commitment. I would say out of all the people that you're getting to your business overviews, how many of them are actually saying it? And if it's a small percentage, it just is what it is. But if it's a higher percentage, then maybe it's something that you need to adjust in the way that you present. I don't know. Or maybe you need more connecting. Or you need to ask them the questions before asking them, you're going to do this business with me or what? Before saying that, ask them the other questions. What are your goals in life? Where do you want to be? Could doTERRA make a difference in your life? Because what you're helping them do is build the belief that doTERRA will be the vehicle to get them there. And when they build the belief of, I have these goals, I would like a business, my own business, because it's better than getting a second job or a third job, kind of thing. I do need the money because I have all these goals. And then it's like time commitment won't even phase them because they see the value in doing something like this. And they see that they're getting the support from you. If you invite them to business overview with me, they'll see that they get support from you and your upline. And they're going to see the value in spending time on this business, because in the business overview, you showed them all they need to invest is 3 to 5 hours a week, or 10 to 15 hours a week, or 15 to 30 hours a week, right? So if someone's telling you I don't have the time commitment, it's because they don't have the value instilled in them and the belief instilled in them enough that this is their vehicle to get to their goals. Yeah? Okay. Anybody have any other questions with finding builders? Yeah. Mindset and owning it. Mindset and owning it. You're having a prospect list and you're having a customer list, and you're actually inviting people to business overviews or to have a business conversation with you. And you're asking people if they're interested in the business opportunity, or letting them know that you're looking for people to join you and you want to see if they're interested because you really like this about them. Okay. Awesome. I just want to mention something really quick. Do you guys ever feel like you're not enough to bring on a new builder? Like, why should I bring on a builder? Like, I don't know how to support them. Why should I bring on a builder? I'm not even elite rank yet. I haven't I have no foot in doTERRA yet. Why would anyone trust me? Okay. Because I want to address this. Remember how, we onboard customers and our main goal is that we share essential oils and we share the education and the word empowered. All we need them to do is get a box of oils and a book. We want them to feel empowered, that they have all the answers and the resources they need to address their health issues with their oils that they get in their home. It's like that with the business. You don't have to feel like everything rides on you and no one's going to be successful without you. Because they got into this because they have goals, they have dreams, they love their oils. And so how can you make them feel more empowered in starting this business with you, more empowered in being successful in their business without you? Then your role really is that added support. I say this all the time, but you have everything you need to be successful in your business. You are resourceful. doTERRA has all the training, all the guides, the whole website. Alish Sedavi has the free daily mentor calls, right? Free oil games, free business basics trainings, everything. doTERRA business page is really awesome. You have YouTube. You have all these other presidential diamonds that are doing podcasts and trainings and posts on social media. You have everything you need to be successful. You also have all the personal development available to you, books, podcasts, right? Savers, meditation, journaling, all of that. So if you know, which I know most of you know, that you can be successful in this business, you have everything you need, the rest is up to you. Do you now think that everyone that you bring on could feel the same and do the same? So that you don't have to feel that, oh, I'm not good enough to bring on builders, or I don't know how to support them, so why should I ask people to join me in this business? They're not joining this business for you. You have to remember that. They're not joining this business for you. They're joining this business for them, their why, whatever their why is. And so let you be confident in that and help them to keep reminding them of what their why is as their mentor and reminding them of all the resources they have. Okay. So when we look at onboarding builders, just think about the way that you started your business and the trainings that you got. We're not perfect. I'm not perfect. And depending on when you guys join this business with me, since most of you here have joined this business with me at some point in my 3.5 years, I got each of you on different training programs. Let's be real. Some of you, I was like, we're going to do this 8-week, 3-way call with my upline. Some of you, I'm like, here's the Empowered Success Guides. How can I walk you through them? Others of you, I'm like, daily mentor calls. It's ready. It's there for you. Go listen and go do the things, right? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. If you look around, everyone is different. Everyone is at different ranks. Everyone is at different paces. And all of you had different training. Most of you. Depends which phase you guys came in my career. Right? And if you don't know an answer, you know how to find it, or you're going to look for it. And if you can't find it, then you're going to ask me. So how you onboard builders, I think is going to be maybe something that you could do is say, this is what's available to you. Which option do you want to go with? Do you want to start with Empowered Success Training first, or daily mentor calls first? Or wait, what is the other option? That's 2 options. Empowered Success or daily mentor calls. Empowered Success, you have the guides, and let's schedule a call once a week to go through each guide. Daily mentor calls, you listen to it on your own time. We're aiming for 5 calls a week, do the action steps, and we have an accountability group in WhatsApp. Which option sounds best to you? You know, you can do something like that and let them tell you what they want to do first. Then all you do is ask the questions. How can I support you? How often do you want to do a check-in call? Do you want to kind of go at your own pace? Or do you want me to kind of check in and challenge you a little bit, right? I know I had that conversation with like Precious and Kaylee a couple weeks ago. I'm like, did you want me to challenge you a little more? And they're like, yeah, I think you should have, or I think you should. I'm like, okay, I'm going to challenge you a little more, right? So I think as mentors, the best thing we can do is just be that support, be available, be an example, being an example. The best thing you can be for your builders is an example. Are you doing your pipes? Are you treating your mentor the way that you want to be treated as a mentor? Are you treating your builders the way that you want to be treated as a builder? Are you showing up to team calls and leaning into the support that you get? Get your team in that as well. Okay? Onboarding builders, you have so many options available to you. They have everything they need to be successful the same way that you have everything you need to be successful. And then I mentioned we have the Gold Drop website page, and that's for all of you to use if you want with your team. And it's exclusive to just our wellness advocates. I will say that if you aren't coming to team calls, I mean, you guys are all here, but in general, if you're not coming to team calls and you're not getting your team to team calls, I think it can make a big difference. It has for me. Even if you don't come to the call, get your team there, because sometimes it's not always about you, right? You're like, oh, I'm not feeling it, or, you know, I outgrew my mentor, whatever it is. That doesn't mean the rest of your team has. And sometimes they need that upline support. They need to feel connected to different uplines. I know you guys know my upline is Noelle. She was very, very, very active in a lot of team support. And, you know, and then you see Miley, and she right now is very, very active in a lot of team support. And my reflection on that is that we have these seasons. And the fact that we even have uplines who are giving support is so bomb, so bomb. I do remember when Noelle was just like, we were doing like weekly team calls and weekly classes, like all of the above. And we were doing like in-person events as well. And then now she just had a baby, so she's more on that low season. But luckily, I'm on a high season. I'm gonna go low in a couple of weeks though, not gonna lie about it. I need a little break. And then, but Miley is like up here on fire. And when I first started the business, Miley was kind of there. And then I think, you know, she had the 3 kids and she was kind of there. And now she's like full on. And so I respect that and I'm appreciative of that. And I'm just like, okay, like no matter what, we might have these seasons and our uplines might have these seasons, but there's always gonna be support. So at one point, maybe Noelle was live and then you guys have me going live. And now you're gonna start seeing Miley go a lot more live, right? And so use all of that. Even if your upline is not live, or one of us, me, Noelle still has a whole library of trainings and classes, and I still have a whole library of trainings and classes. So you always, always have that. I also wanna make sure you guys know that I am super available. I make myself available. I think boundaries are important. Hey, you want a mentor call with me? Schedule a call, blah, 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 whatever. At the same time, I'm still available for you if you need to text me. And so I think as you guys start bringing on builders, set the boundaries as well. And sometimes your boundaries will change, but just be open and communicative and honest with your team, and they will always respect your boundaries. Okay? Yes, YouTube. Yeah. Miley's Facebook was not as active as it is right now. So if you guys just joined in recently, you're like, wow, blah, like look at all this stuff. It wasn't like that like 2 years, for the past 2 years. It's more recent. And it's nice. I love it. So I'm gonna go lean into Miley's support after this month. And I hope that you guys do too if you would like to. Any other questions on onboarding builders? Alyssa's question is onboarding customers. What do you guys do? What's your system? How do you track, right? That's what she was asking. I think the same, like with what I said with builders, teach them how to be resourceful so that they can feel empowered. There were times, well, there's one time that I specifically remember that I had a customer texting me or DMing me on Instagram saying, my daughter has a fever. I don't know what to do. What oils do I use? This is like 11 p.m. at night and I'm sleeping. I felt really bad the next day because I'm sure that mom the whole night was just freaking out trying to use all the oils, right? Don't you guys feel like doctors sometimes? I mean, not that we can hold ourselves to that, but they're amazing. We're not on the same level, but that doctor-patient relationship, the client relationship that we have. Yeah, I try to look at it like that a little bit. But anyways, back to that mom who was messaging me about oils for fever. The next morning, I felt so bad. And there's nothing that I could do, and I can't blame myself. It's how can I help my customers be more resourceful, right? Since then, I learned that. I was like, make sure everyone gets the book. Because that was in the beginning of when I first started with oils. And so as you hit these different places in your business, you're going to learn something new. Lessons learned. So onboarding customers, doctor-patient relationship. That's how I kind of look at it. We do a dentist checkup every 6 months. We do a doctor's visit once a year, right? So think about how often you need to connect with your customers. I'm going to leave it up to you. But I think a really good system is, and remember how many times you followed up just to enroll them, just to get them to a class. If you kind of like stop after that, they're going to be like, oh, wow, like she just did all that energy on me just to enroll me, but then now what, right? So something that I do is when they enroll, I send them an email to welcome them with all the resources. I send them another email that just explains LRP. That way they can always go back to it. Schedule the welcome call within 14 days. Not gonna lie, I slacked on it for a little bit. Sometimes I can be really on it. I'm gonna be super honest with you guys because I want you guys to be able to relate to me. Sometimes I'm super on it. I can do all the welcome calls. Other months I'm so overwhelmed. I'm like, what is happening? And then I email them like, schedule a welcome call with me. And they don't schedule a welcome call with me. And then I forget. Okay, but doing a welcome call within the first 14 days is important for them, both them and you. When you're doing that lifestyle overview, you're also going to get answers like, do they want to host a class? Do they maybe want to do the business? Are they going to go on LRP? And you'll make the best educated guess you can for placing. We're going to go over placements next week. Okay. After that, maybe check on them one more time after that call. How are you doing? I've been implementing your 90-day wellness routine. Maybe a month later, just wanted to say hi. Hope you're doing good with your oils. I'm always here if you need to contact me. Did you get your Essential Life book yet? Question mark. Maybe 3 months, 6 months, year, half a year, second year, half a year, third year, half a year, fourth year. But maybe some text in between that keeps you connected. How is your family? What's your favorite oil? How are you doing with your oils? Asking them questions to create space for them to share and space for you guys to keep this relationship. Doesn't have to be perfect, but if you can, think through a system, that's a system that you would want to benefit from. But don't let doubts come into your mind and be like, oh, but what if I bother them too much, right? What if I bother them too much? I know, because I've had the same thought. It's not about you, it's about them. Let them tell you you're bothering them too much. But when you come across to them, all they're gonna feel is love and support because you're reaching out to them in a way of, thanks so much for hopping on that welcome call with me last week. I just wanted to see if you've been implementing your 90-day plan that we talked about, or if you had any extra questions since our phone call, question mark, right? Does that sound loving and supportive, right? And so as long as you come across like that, you can never be bothering them. It's a very courteous thing to do that for them. Good customer service. Have you guys been in customer service before? Yeah, use all those skills. And then also think about who's been giving you good customer service. What do you like about it? My financial advisor, I talk to him once a year, and his assistant will call me and say, Ashley, it's your time to do your yearly appointment with Nick. He wants to talk to you, see how you're doing, and just give you an update on the year. Okay, talk on the phone. He's like, how's your family? How's everything going? I just wanted to let you know where the company's going and where your money's going, blah, 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 blah. 15 minutes, done. Love that connection call. Simple, straight to the point, and I'd like to hear from them once a year. I like it, it's nice, right? What about when you go to the dentist and you fill out a card and then the card comes in the mail like 6 months later and it's like, hey, make your appointment. I like it, it's special. Or when you shop at your favorite store and they remember you by name and they remember the types of clothes or bikini styles that you like. How special does that make you feel? So think of the ways that you feel special as a customer from different types of businesses, not just your favorite stores and how they make you feel, but what about your doctor and your financial advisor and your bank? Think about different businesses, how they make you feel, and then come up with how you want to make your customers feel and show them appreciation. Customer appreciation. Tracking. I use Streak, customers tracking, Streak. I actually paid for a program by Jenna Larson. If you want to look her up on Facebook. It is an investment, but to be completely honest, this is probably one of the best investments I've made for my business. I've invested in like business classes and such, and how often have I not finished that? But I could invest in this one program called Streak on Gmail, and she creates all the pipelines for you and then teaches you how to take care of your customers. One of the best ways I've ever spent my money. Otherwise, you can keep it very simple, very simple. Just have a running list of customers and write in the last day you checked in on them. And that way, maybe like every 3 months, I haven't talked to them in a while. Let me reach out to them and just say, hi, how are you doing? How's your oils? Or, hey, hope you're doing well. I'm having a continued education. It's an 8-week series coming up. I wanted to personally invite you. It's going to be held on Zoom, and I'm giving a gift for everyone who completes the 8 classes. I would love to see you there. Is a price update higher for Streak? Let me know. Okay. Anybody else? Advice? Finding builders, onboarding customers, or any questions? Okay. Yeah, Britt, let us know about the Streak. Facebook, look up Jenna Larson, and then you can either look for her business or, yes. Do you know her Facebook page or her business page? Jenna Larson. Streak, fully loaded. And to be honest, I started this Streak when I had 150 customers already, and I wish I started sooner. It's never too soon to start your tracking system. However, as you do the business and as you learn things are going to change. So, I mean, I don't think there's any wrong time. And I also don't think there's anything in your business that you can do wrong with finding builders, with onboarding customers, with onboarding builders. I think the only thing you can do wrong is not do it, not try, right? And you will learn as you go. The more you do, the more you'll experience and the more lessons you'll learn. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, Chris, that's great. Writing on paper, tracking on paper. It's fine. Britt said, if you connect with Jenna, you can get the pro account version of Streak for 50% off. Let her know that we sent you. I do believe we did, the reason why I know of Jenna for Streak was because Miley held a call for us with her. So maybe look on the I Love Builders page in the, like, scroll down and see if there's a call on that. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else have any other questions, comments? Now I'm going to read the comments of what you guys are laughing at. Probably how I interviewed you. It is an interview. I guess that is kind of scary. But it's mostly to understand, like, okay, but what's the reason why you felt scared? Is it because I'm asking you personal questions that you actually need to sit and think about? Because I'm asking you about you. What are your goals, right? Where do you want to be in this business? Do you think that you can give this many hours to it, or whatever I was probably talking to you about? And so it helps you get clear, right, in your biz goals, but it also helps me figure out where I'm going to place you in the structure. No matter where you guys are in the structure, at the end of the day, we're all business partners, no matter where. And so I think it's important to do that call where I ask you all those questions, and maybe I'm a little intimidating, but it helps me understand you better, so that I can support you best. And I want to place you correct, because what if I put you all the way at the top and you're like, I didn't want all this responsibility. And then if you didn't want the responsibility, I place you a lot lower, and there's literally no pressure on you, right? So it's good to have this type of conversation of, hey, I want to build. Okay, now it's time to have this conversation. What are your goals? You know, how many hours can you give a week? You know, right? Are you someone who wants to go at your own pace? How soon do you want to be elite rank? So those are really important questions. Kareen. I did a 3-way call with Kareen and Britt because we were looking at Kareen to be Britt's qualifier. We didn't scare her. That's good. And my call pushed Kristen. Okay, that's good. See, I'm not that scary, you guys. And I just think, you know, if you do want to do a 3-way call with your upline, your new builder. So when you do a 3-way call, make sure that they've already come to a business overview. Maybe you guys have talked, or they filled out the questionnaire on my website, and then we schedule a 3-way call. That way it's not just, oh, we do 3-way calls with everyone, right? And before, I used to do all these business overviews with all these people and then nothing. And I'm like, oh, what is happening? And so now I do here, watch this video. I do a test. You're interested in the business? Here, watch this video on my page, read this and fill out the form. Then we're going to do a phone call after that. Just kind of, you know, try a 3-way call with Alexis. Oh, no, she is. She's very on it, and she means business. She's very straight to the point. She doesn't have time to waste. I'm over here like, la-di-da, let's talk. Where are you from? Like, how many kids do you have? Oh yeah, me too. But also, let's talk about the business. So where do you want to be, right? Okay. Testing the commitment is important. But yeah, we don't want to scare everyone off though. So find your balance. Yeah. Shauna's following DMC. Yeah, I haven't gotten through all the DMC. I think I got through number 30. There's so much to do. Don't be overwhelmed with all the business training. Take your time, you guys. And just one little reminder, if you're doing the essential oil certification course, if you finish by June 30th, you can get that 50 points in your account, yeah? So that might be a little push for you to finish it. I'm still on module 2. I'm okay staying there for a little bit until I'm ready to go to module 3. Shauna finished. Congratulations. Clap. Anybody else finish your certification course so we can clap for you? Precious. That's right. You told us in our accountability group. Congrats, you guys. Okay. Last week of the month. What's the answers? It's super easy. It's just that you got to pay attention. So I can't just watch a video. I have to read. So I read the notes and then I did the quiz. It's so easy. Just actually like try, and then you'll be fine. Last week of the month, please let me know if you need any extra support. Ilana did reach out to me yesterday. I'm still trying to go for this goal. Any other advice do you have? What other advice do you have? I sent her Keely Martinez's end of month tips. It's a Facebook video. I use that personally for myself. And so I want to make sure I can share that type of thing with you. If you need some end of month tips and you look at your pipes, you're doing all the things, you need a little extra encouragement, reach out to me. Need a little extra advice or some strategy, watch that Keely Martinez end of month tip video on her Essentially Obsessed Facebook group. Yeah. Extra encouragement. Good luck, Kareen. You're going to do awesome. Kill it. Lean in on your classes. Share your goal with everyone so you can manifest it and you can put it out into the world. Brittany's going for gold. What is this? What am I doing right now? Let's do it. It's like Superwoman, like superheroes. Good luck. Good luck, you guys. Power to the people. We got this. Anybody else going for some? There's a whole week. What are we kidding ourselves? There's so much. We have so much time, so many hours this week to get to our goals. If you're doing Diamond Club classes with me, you're gonna come Thursday, 10 a.m., Thursday, 8 p.m. Let's get as many people as we can get there. It's our last chance to offer this enrollment promotion with Diamond Club that doTERRA fulfills. I'm not paying for these enrollment promotions. It's doTERRA. If they're offering, let's use it. Let's get to our goals. Let's help people. All of the things. Almost there, Alyssa. Alyssa's going for elite. Carly just hit director. Congrats, Carly. I was just looking at the new ranks. Hold on a sec. Tiare Sanyatan, who is Precious's builder, she reached executive, right? That's your builder, right? Okay. I'm like, oh, I don't want to. Britt also has a Tiare. Carly hit director. Alyssa's leg, Victoria, she hit director. Heather Albano, is that Precious's? No? We have so many Heathers on our team. She hit director, and we have Brina Torres who hit director already. We still have one more week. Well, congrats on all of your guys' accomplishments so far, and good luck with the rest of your month. And I'll see you guys next week, last day of the month, and we'll talk about, what was it? Placements. So bring all your questions. Alrighty, I'll let you guys go. Have a good day. And Britt, I'll see you at your class tonight. Bye.